The KÖSTER 1 component injection pump is an electric membrane pump for the injection of KÖSTER KB Pure IN injection resins and for the injection of liquid horizontal barriers, such as KÖSTER Motryl 2C and KÖSTER Motryl Flex 2C. The KÖSTER 1C pump is pre-assembled at the factory and is delivered ready for use. Besides the necessary tools, such as a pipe wrench and an open-ended wrench, the following accessories and attachments are included: material hopper with lid, a coarse sieve for injection resins, a fine sieve for liquid horizontal barriers, a sieve locking ring, a circulation hose, a pressure gauge, a 5-meter long injection hose, and an injection head with ball valve with grip head. Preparation for initial operation. Before starting operation, the pressure regulation valve is turned counterclockwise to off. 1. Check that the on-off switch is in the off position before plugging in the pump. 2. Check that the power supply voltage complies with that given on the rating plate on the pump. 3. Make sure that the intake valve isn't blocked by taking a thin rod and moving the valve closure disc on the inside of the valve. 4. The pump is factory delivered with a coarse sieve for injection resins installed in the material hopper. The proper sieve for the task at hand is to be placed in the slot and fastened with a sieve locking ring. Then, the material hopper is fastened hand-tight onto the intake valve. Five. The pressure gauge is attached to the screw connection on the pump. 6. Connect the injection hose to the pressure gauge. Never use a damaged or repaired material hose. 7. Attach the injection head with ball valve to the other end of the injection hose. 8. Connect the circulation hose to the circulation valve on one side and to the material hopper on the other. All threaded connections are to be fastened securely. Never use an extra gasket or liquid or paste sealant to seal the threads. Initial operation of the pump. During use and cleaning, always use personal protective equipment such as eye protection, gloves, etc. Before initial operation or after long storage, the pump should be started with KÖSTER KB Pure Cleaner or a thin hydraulic oil. After turning the pump on and opening the ball valve on the injection hose, turn the pressure regulation valve back and forth to speed up the priming of the pump. After a maximum of 3 minutes, the membrane will begin to pump. Opening and closing the circulation valve will also speed up the priming process. The remaining cleaner or hydraulic oil is pumped out until just below the level of the sieve. Do not run the pump dry. The pressure regulation valve is then turned counterclockwise to the off position. Preparation for injection. The injection material is prepared, in this case KÖSTER KB Pure 2 IN1. Both components are carefully mixed with a KÖSTER KB Pure mixer, according to the instructions in the technical guidelines. Fill the injection resin into the material hopper and close the lid. Turn the pressure regulation valve slightly clockwise to fill the injection hose with injection resin. When injection resin exits the injection head, close the regulation valve and injection head ball valve. Setting the operational pressure. Slowly turn the pressure regulation valve to the right. The pressure gauge will show the corresponding pressure. The pressure is shown in MPa millipascals. 10 millipascals equals 100 bar. After setting the desired operational pressure, Open the ball valve on the injection head shortly to relieve the pressure. The pump is now ready for use. Injection procedure. The grip head is always pushed onto the injection packer at a right angle. When switching from packer to packer, always close the ball valve on the injection head. The grip head is removed by tilting the ball valve until the grip head releases the packer. The next packer can now be injected. When done injecting, the remaining injection resin is pumped out of the material hopper until just below the sieve. Do not run the pump dry. The pressure regulation valve is then closed. Cleaning. After pumping out the injection material, approximately 1/2 liter of KÖSTER KB Pure Cleaner is poured into the material hopper. Open the circulation valve and the pressure regulation valve. As soon as cleaner comes out of the circulation hose, close the circulation valve. Pump the cleaner out through the injection hose until just below the sieve. Pour 1 liter of fresh cleaner into the material hopper and hang the injection head into the hopper. Allow the cleaner to circulate for 5 to 10 minutes. Open and close the ball valve and raise and lower the pressure repeatedly so that the cleaner can reach all parts of the pump. The material hopper can be cleaned with a stream of cleaner from the injection head. Now pump out the cleaner just below the sieve and close the pressure regulation valve. Storage. The pump is now cleaned, but may not be stored in this condition. For storage, fill approximately 1/2 liter of new hydraulic oil into the material hopper. Cycle the hydraulic oil through the pump, the injection hose, and the circulation hose so that the oil is evenly distributed to all pump parts and valves. Pump out the remaining oil until just below the sieve. The KÖSTER 1C injection pump can now be turned off. The pump is now ready for storage until its next use. The hydraulic oil stays in the pump and preserves the pump and material hoses. The material hopper can be removed for transport. It is important that some oil remains in the intake valve. Further information can be found in the accompanying instruction manual.